I was about to say, sorry for rambling, but this is literally a podcast. What else am I supposed to do? Welcome to today's podcast. We are on episode 11, right? And in episode 10, I discussed just my journey with depression and my journey with how life has been going for me, per se. And I want to say thank you to the people who commented and sent me some encouraging words. I really appreciate you. And to start off today, I want to say that I went to a support group for people with depression, and it was really nice to be in the support group and hear people explain what goes on in my mind as well. Like we shared like the same experiences, feeling like we are a burden to people, feeling like since it is not a external illness, like one that you can see, some people tend to make it feel like it's not there, or make it feel like it's minimized as compared to other things. And it really like put my mind into perspective. Like there is many people out there that are like me, and we're just on this journey to heal ourselves, fix ourselves, repair issues that we've had with people due to our depression, due to the mood swings, the outbursts, things like that. So it was very eye-opening and amazing to experience. And I am going to go to the support groups next week too. They have them all throughout the week, like Sunday through Thursday. So I'll be right there in them. And for the next support group, I'm going to actually like speak in it. Like they have an opportunity, like they say like a prompt, like they put a prompt and put a blank space in between, like this because of this. And you're able to come up and speak and say how it pertains to you. But I was a little nervous to do it this time, but next time I'm definitely going to, because I just feel like if I'm going to go to the support groups, going to interact with the people in there, or yeah, that's what it is. I need to actually like interact with the people in there and make my voice heard, you know? Now I want to segue into some new news, I guess. I have changed the name of the podcast. I know. So the original name was the Growth Mindset Diaries podcast. I love it. It's beautiful, but I think I wanted something like shorter and to the point and like easier to say. So it took me like a couple of hours, like through going through Chat GPT, like asking, can you form some names, help me find some names? And I came across the name CTRL+ALT+ME podcast, and I was hooked. It really, I feel like it's to the point, and it explains what I'm doing right now. Like with a computer, when you hit Control-Alt-Delete, you can either shut down the computer, put it to sleep, or restart it. And the option that I'm choosing right now is to restart and to reboot my computer, which is me. So the name CTRL+ALT+ME, it just fell in line, and I'm ready to the restarting, if I can explain this. I'm going to get it out. With restarting myself and rebooting myself, yes, I still do have the option to have the growth mindset. So it all falls in a line with it. And on this podcast, I am constantly discussing that I would like to change. I would like to reset my mind. I would like to become completely new version of myself. Yes, but I feel like I'm talking about it, but I'm not being about it. And maybe that can be what this episode is about, like talking a good game and writing out these plans all the time. I'm constantly writing out plans, constantly saying what I need to do, how I'm going to get it done, like writing detailed things, how to get it done. And then guess what? Throughout that week or throughout those next couple of days, I don't even look at the plan that I created. I don't even look at the steps that I wrote down. So my question is, are you setting yourself up for something that you're not going to do? And on the flip side, how long are you going to keep on doing this? It's like a rat race at this point, or like um, same cycle every week. On Sundays, here's what I do. On Sundays, I'll write down like what I want to do for the week and say, I don't want to do this week. I want to do this week. I want to eat right this week. I want to do this. I want to exercise at least a couple of minutes a day, a few minutes a day, do something, drink my water. But every time when the week goes through, guess what? I don't do that. I procrastinate. I be lazy. So when is enough? When is enough going to be enough? You know? And it's like yes, it does. It all boils back down to there's nobody that is going to make you follow your plans. There's nobody that's going to make you like go back and read your steps and stuff. I need to be intentional about everything from this point forward. I'm thinking about it right now. Like, I can make all the plans in the world. I can say, I want to lose this X amount of weight. I want to fit into these clothes. I want to be healthy. I want to be a business owner, all of this stuff. Create all these plans. But a plan is just that, a plan. If you don't have any intention behind it, if you don't have any intent to actually try to fulfill the plan, like what is the point of making it if you're not going to fulfill it, or you're not going to put any effort towards it? Like, maybe I'm selling myself a dream, or I am writing a check that I cannot cash I don't know what I do. Y'all, my brain, I don't know the exact moment. My brain is it's so messed up. It's so messed up. I don't know the moment where things just clicked and took a downturn for me, which with this podcast, it is really opening my eyes to, because like, here's if I can explain this. When you have mental health issues, when you have depression, things like that, it literally takes some of the memories in your brain. It takes some of and mostly it takes the good ones. It takes the good ones away and pushes it to the back of your mind. And then with the bad memories, it takes those and pushes it to the forefront of your mind. And because I know there is moments where I was ambitious and happy and doing great in life. I know there was. But for some reason with the depression, which I'm going to become way more knowledgeable about it. I'm going to fully understand it, guys. I'm going to understand the science of depression. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to understand it. But with it, it just pushes those negative thoughts in your head. It's like someone knocking on your head every day saying, hey, you remember what you did in 2010? That negative thing you did in 2010? You know? And you're over here trying to be like, okay, but during that year of 2010, I also did some great things as well. Why can't you talk to me about those? You know, why are you knocking on my head, on my door, my brain, to tell me about that one thing I did bad out of that whole year? Why is that? So I have to deal with that. I'm constantly dealing with that. And maybe that can correlate back to planning and the intent behind the planning. I have to quiet that negative voice, that negative sound when it comes to planning. Like, I think subconsciously, or with this, when I'm making the plans, creating the plans, there is that voice saying, you're going to forget about this week, or I'm going to make you forget about this week. And this week, I'm going to make you focus on wanting to eat bad, or focus on wanting to procrastinate, focus on a negative memory so you can stay in your bed and cry about it. and I'm gonna do everything to take your mind off of the plan that you created, because I don't want you to get better. This is what I feel like I'm hearing from this voice. It's saying to me, like, I don't want you to get better, because you won't need me anymore. And that, okay, that voice, or that being that is the depression, I guess, that voice or that being, the depression, is saying it doesn't want me to get better. It doesn't want me to feel better, because it won't need me anymore. The entity of depression, or whatever we call it, or any mental illness, in itself is codependent. It needs you to feed into it for it to survive, for it to be there, exist. And I want to say that I am no longer allowing it to be codependent on me. I was thinking for so long that the depression, what did I think of what depression was? Because I'm always wondering, like, why did it choose me? Or why is it even a thing? Why is depression a thing? And you know what? I have never sat and actually read the definition of what depression is. And I feel like that would help our conversation today, and maybe help people who's dealing with it as well. So I have the definition here. It says, depression is a mental health condition that affects how a person feels, thinks, and acts. It can cause persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and a lack of interest or pleasure in activities once enjoyed. Definitely. Depression can also lead to physical symptoms such as fatigue, changes in appetite or sleep patterns, and difficulty concentrating. It can also interfere with daily functioning and impact relationships, work, and overall quality of life. And that perfectly describes me and what I have been going through for the past 10 plus years. Yes, 10 plus years. Perfectly describes. It has affected my relationships, my friendships, my jobs, my quality of life, my everything. It has affected it. And there's people that won't forgive me for how I acted with the depression. I totally understand. I totally understand, because there's things that I did with the depression and stuff that I don't even want to forgive myself, for real. But that was the first episode of the podcast. I said self-forgiveness and why it's very important. Totally, yes. So, yeah. But with the depression, I just know, and with how it makes me think and inflate situations to make it something bigger, and it makes me angry and irritable and take it out on people, I know there's people from my past that are not going to forgive me. And all I can do is, even if I can't reach out to them or whatever, apologize in my head, I guess, and have to wipe my hands of it and then move forward, which is one of the parts of the depression too. You want to be able to go back and rekindle things that you did when you were having a depressive episode, and when you were having the depressive episode. You want to be able to go back and fix it, because you're trying to tell the people, hey, that's not me. I am encompassed by something has taken over me and it's causing me to act like that. But people will not be able to understand, and they won't be able to move forward. I have to understand that. I do. I totally understand it. But back to the definition of the depression. So it just basically is something that affects your overall life, your overall way that you deal with things, process things. It magnifies it, And with my podcast, I want to heal myself, and I would love to also inspire or help other people heal as well with depression too. I just want my podcast to be an open discussion and a safe haven for people who are going through mental health issues and depression. You are not alone. I'm right here with you. And I may be sporadic with how I explain things. Sorry. My podcast is probably like all over the place, how I talk and stuff, but just bear with me. Pause if you have to, restart things, come back to it, all that good stuff. I totally get you. I do the same thing with other people's podcasts. And speaking of this, so with the depression and with and how it makes you have like a negative mindset and outlook, it was kind of like trying to tell me to like not do the podcast because I am awkward, or because and it was telling me like, you're not going to be able to help other people or talk to people about something like depression since you still have it and you haven't overcome it yet. Like, how are you going to be able to help other people if you can't even help yourself? That's the negative thoughts that I get. But I'm saying, like, I compare it to like a pastor, my pastor, I don't want them to be perfect. No, and I want them to still be going through things and explain to me how God or religion helped them and is still helping them in their day-to-day life get through things, like with the depression. I have it. I still got it. But I'm showing y'all that I got up today and I showered. I got up today and I got in front of the camera and I spoke to y'all on the podcast. I'm showing y'all that, because today I was feeling in a rut as well. I was. But guess what I did? I told myself, Donnie, I say that's my nickname, Donnie. Y'all know me, Danya too. Either or. I told myself, I was like, Donnie, get up. And I said, just go into the bathroom. Just go into there. And I said, Donnie, just turn the faucet on. Just pick up your toothbrush. Put some toothpaste on it. Brush your teeth. Clear your mind. Clear that negative thought in your head telling you to go lay back down, go be lazy. And I maybe need to find another word for laziness, because I don't want people to attribute laziness to depression, because the depression is, I just don't want people to ever say to somebody that's depressed, you're lazy. That will mess with the depressed person's mind. So maybe that can be my my new thing that I can do. Or I can make a video. I'll make a video of certain things you shouldn't say to a depressed person if you care about them, and if you don't want to increase their depression. Certain things you shouldn't say. You shouldn't say to someone who is depressed that you're lazy, or no, that's just not good. That's because the depression, it's so hard to explain, guys. With the depression, I will be laying down in the bed, but I am doing like a thing where I am envisioning myself showering and brushing my teeth and taking a walk and interacting with people. I'm envisioning myself from the bed doing it, and I can actually see myself doing those things. But it's like your body is glued to that spot. glued down to it. And you literally cannot move from that spot. You're stuck. And you can see, you're seeing what life could be like, or what things could be like if you got out of the bed. But sometimes that's just not enough. Envisioning it, it's just not enough sometimes. But there always comes that moment where it's like something clicks, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of just envisioning seeing myself doing these things, right? I'm tired of envisioning it. I'm ready to actually like step into it and actually do it. So I just love when that moment happens. And like I said, the moment where you're stuck to the bed and you can't get up, that's not laziness. And don't you ever allow someone to say that that is laziness, especially if they know that you are going through depression and mental health. If they know that, and that's another thing too. If the people around you are not knowledgeable, if they know that you're going through depression and they're calling you lazy and not amounting to anything in life, not achieving things in life, like saying like things down to you like that, then guess what? That is not a support system. And I'm coming to the terms and coming to the realization that everybody does not have a good support system. So people with depression, you have to go look for your support system. And actually, yes, do the vetting system. Yes, vet them, actually see if they are credible to be a support system. Yes, great. But sometimes your support system is not your family, it's not your friends, it's not those two groups of people. Sometimes it is, like I said, the people who are actually going through depression as well, and like actual support groups. Like the support group that I went to is called Living Well Support Group, and there are actual licensed people there to help you. Sometimes that's what it takes. And yeah. I'm sorry. Well, no, this is the podcast. I was about to say, I got to stop saying sorry a lot. I say sorry for every little thing. And sometimes, like, people around me, like, they ask me, like, why are you even saying sorry? I'd be like, I don't even know. But no, I'm not sorry. I was about to say sorry for rambling, but this is literally a podcast. What else am I supposed to do? Huh? This is a podcast. I'm supposed to ramble. I'm supposed to talk. You know? So yeah, that was a negative thought telling me, hey, you're rambling right now. No, on the flip side, with the growth in positive thoughts, I am doing what I'm supposed to do. Talking. I'm speaking and talking because this is a podcast. Totally. Yeah.